Good afternoon, crypto degens. How you doing this fine afternoon? I'm doing well. Well, the market is up today. That's nice. Bitcoin over 70,000. That's always nice to see. Although I would like to see the altcoins doing better. If Bitcoin is up, the altcoins should be up much more. This is a problem we've had the past 3 years. Bitcoin going up, altcoins not going up much or going up the same. Altcoins need to go up a lot more. But the banks are pissed. The banks are pissed because they don't want crypto firms coming in and taking their business. And they argue that the crypto firms they don't have to hold up to the same regulation. Well, that's the argument. Okay, well, let's see what's going on here. Big U.S. banks may sue over crypto bank licenses. Banking giants like Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, and American Express are considering suing the U.S. 𝘂𝐶𝐶 over its decision to grant national trust bank charters to crypto firms. Banks argue issuing these licenses to crypto firms could pose risk to Americans and the wider financial system. So I looked up the explanation here to understand it a little bit better. So basically, the OCC regulates national banks in the U.S. In recent years, it has approved national trust bank charters for crypto-related firms so they can operate as federally regulated banks. So it's like they're banks. And so this allows them to custody assets, operate nationwide under federal regulation, avoid obtaining separate state licenses, access parts of the traditional banking systems, but they do not deposit or make loans like traditional banks. So why are the banks objecting? They say there's unequal regulation. Crypto trust banks may not be subject to the same capital, liquidity, and compliance requirements as full-service banks. Crypto firms could operate nationally with fewer constraints, so they have an advantage, supposedly. And then also the banks argue that maybe the OCC doesn't have the legal authority to grant these charters to the banks. So basically they don't want competition. Now maybe it's true that crypto companies don't have the same regulations. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know for sure the banks, they just don't want the competition. They don't want to lose business. They don't want to modernize. They need to get with the program. So, according to former CFTC chair Chris Giancarlo, says the push for crypto legislation isn't just about helping the crypto industry, banks need it too. The analog financial system banks operate on will eventually be replaced by blockchain infrastructure, and they know it. So, without going into more details, basically the whole system is ancient, as Trump actually said a few months ago. The whole system needs to be overhauled. The whole banking system is going to be overhauled. What are they going to use? They're going to use crypto to overhaul it. Now, I don't know if they're going to make their own blockchains or not, but they're going to use crypto. 15 billion. That's how much Treasury is buying back in short-term debt today. It's a lot of liquidity hitting the short end. So I got 15 billion in liquidity, more money circulating to help pump our bags, to help risk assets go up. That's good. Oh no, I lost all my windows now. That is so annoying. It's got to reload everything. Okay, so stock exchanges could run on blockchain. What did we just say about the banks? The banks will be running on blockchain. Now the stock exchanges can be running on blockchain. Do you understand the theme here? Everything's going to be running on blockchain. Mike Selig, CFTC chair, says on-chain markets could soon become mainstream in the United States as crypto legislation moves closer to becoming law. He says the goal is to create a permissionless innovation environment where builders don't have to ask regulators for approval every time they launch something new. So yeah, we're going to have the stock market on the blockchain. And we also already can buy stocks on the blockchain. We can buy stocks on several different coins now, different blockchains, and we can receive our interest on those blockchains. So this is just another step further into the adoption of crypto. The Bitcoin therapist says we got a war in Iran, we got a spike in energy prices, we got AI disruption concerns, big concerns. We got cracks in private credit, we've got a weak job report. How do you invest right now? And Pompliano says buy Bitcoin. Okay. Crypto Wendy O says U.S. Treasury acknowledges crypto mixers have legitimate privacy uses. There's no details. Wendy didn't give us any details here. Who exactly, how, but the U.S. Treasury, basically, I understand that they're going to allow privacy coins, which makes sense because everything is public on the blockchain, and anybody can just see what you're doing. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Oh yeah, lost all my windows here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. AI agents can't open a bank account, but they can own a crypto wallet. You know what comes next. Yeah, we've been repeating this same idea in the past few videos. But yeah, AI agents are going to be making lots of payments for us. And it's all going to be on crypto. Okay, so Peter from the House of Crypto says, I'm feeling really good about crypto right now. Crypto closely following tech stocks. See the chart. Crypto is a risk asset like tech stocks. So let's see. Chart, is it looking good? Are we bouncing up? I hope so. I hope so. I'm not big on charts. But anyways. Actor Terrence Howard says he doesn't like Bitcoin because he believes it is still based on fiat and could be wiped out with a button somewhere. Well, it's true that people always price their profit. They're like, oh, I'm in profit. I'm not in profit. Dude, just forget about the profit. I mean, just keep holding it. But I don't think fiat's going anywhere. Fiat's not going anywhere. So if you're going to buy it, hold it because you want to make gains. I mean, I don't think you should buy it thinking that it's going to take over money. I don't think it's going to do that. Maybe in the long term. Who knows? But it won't be just Bitcoin. But Terrence Howard, he's a pretty cool actor. And also he said you can wipe it out with a button, but I think you need lots of buttons. Lots and lots of buttons. Can't wipe it out with one button. I don't think he understands Bitcoin too well. Let's do some brutal math. 𝘂𝗶𝗁, 90 cents today. 𝘂𝗶𝗁 at 5.35 at its peak. That's an 83% drop. You know what else dropped 80% before going parabolic? Sol dropped 97%. ETH dropped 94%. BTC dropped 84%. That doesn't mean 𝘂𝗶𝗁 is going to do it too. Doesn't mean it's going to do it. If we have a bull run, 𝘂𝗶𝗁 is probably going to do well. But I'm not going to take my risk on 𝘂𝗶𝗁 because 𝘂𝗶𝗁 has had a lot of growth. It's one that's had more growth. But in terms of real world adoption, I don't see, I mean, I did some research. I don't see it's got as much real world adoption, like the new stuff, the institutions, the banks, the tokenization. I don't see that it has all this stuff like Solana or AVAX or some of the other ones. So that's why I'm not buying 𝘂𝗶𝗁 right now. But I mean, everyone is big on 𝘂𝗶𝗁 though, and who knows, it might do well. But we need a bull run. We need an altcoin run. Like, I don't think, like, for Sol to go back to 300, I don't think we need a big altcoin run. Sol did very good when most other cryptos were just in the toilet. Like, Sol moved up with Bitcoin. Okay, so anyways, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a post here about Binance offering if you hold the USD1 stablecoin, which is the Trump's stablecoin, they will give you, like, as you know, in terms of interest payments, they will give you shares of the World Liberty Finance tokens. So if you wanna accumulate some World Liberty Finance tokens, you can just hold some of your dollars in USD1, which is, I think that's the Trump stablecoin. So I mean, that's interesting. Like, nowadays we're not talking much about like crypto stuff. It's just, you know, like macro stuff, what's happening in the world, adoption. But man, I mean, it was more exciting when we had more like crypto stuff to talk about. 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗏 says your success is about to surprise a lot of people. Yes, let's hope so. Let's hope so. A little positive comment there. What's going on with OG Solana memes right now? Apparently some Solana memes. Billy up 200%. Billy up 200%. Popcat's not doing much. Nom up 44%. Whenever we have a good day, memes go crazy. That's just the way it is. This is a part of the cycle that typically makes people capitulate. The choppiness isn't for everyone. It'll make you bored. You'll lose patience. Everyone loses interest. Sentiment will be low. Then, when you least expect it, bull run. That's the way it is. I mean, it just happens like real fast. Real fast. Okay, so Lark Davis says, imagine this. 2030's Bitcoin closed yesterday at 1,527,000, down 6% while you slept. You don't care. You're taking your wife to brunch. And then you say to your wife, remember when Bitcoin was 60,000 and your uncle told us we were idiots? You both laugh and then both order the most expensive thing without checking the price. Bitcoin is not going to 1,527,000 unless there's big time inflation. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think with inflation, with a lot of inflation, it'll happen. But is your Bitcoin really worth more? No, it's not. It's just keeping up with inflation, or protecting you from inflation. And then there's all the altcoins. I think other coins are gonna do well. Maybe something does better than Bitcoin. Utility coins. There's a utility coin that gets used like Solana or Ethereum. If they get used by thousands of businesses, then it might be worth more than Bitcoin. So, anyways, don't just just blindly buy Bitcoin, more Bitcoin, always expect it to go up. It's probably going to go up more, yes. Maybe it'll go up to 500,000. Maybe it'll go up to 1 million. But I think that will be with a decent amount of inflation. And money is going to pour into other coins, not just Bitcoin. So that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and be happy. Enjoy your life. Don't be obsessed about getting rich with crypto. Just enjoy your life right now so that when you get rich, you also enjoy your life. And I'll see you tomorrow.